We are Nerd Cult Online, and this is Boltgun and the Forges of Corruption DLC. So you start Forges of Corruption like you would starting the actual Boltgun core game itself, choosing your difficulty, choosing a level from the level select screen. Now, you don't actually have to play the first 3 chapters before playing Forges of Corruption, but story-wise, you do. And then once you select that, you select your difficulty, and I always recommend doing Exterminatus because that's the hardest difficulty, and there's achievements for all the difficulties, and just means that you don't have to play it multiple times. Now, Exterminatus is extremely hard to play, just because there's a ton of enemies. They will literally beat the shit out of you, and they're very unforgiving and absolutely overwhelming at times. And so as you go, you're going to be dealing with a good amount of that. But to make things easier, the game does allow for a cheat menu, which you're actually going to see me double check here, because the entire time I was playing right here, I didn't realize that the cheat menu that I had already set up for the core game carried over for this. So I thought I was actually just having a really good run, and not realizing that I had all the weapons at my disposal and had unlimited life or unlimited health. And so, I was being a lot more careful than I usually do. Now, the Boltgun game itself, start to finish, absolutely loved it. I mean, it is absolutely just batshit in the best way. Just absolute chaos. The look and feel, feels like the first-person shooters that I grew up with and absolutely loved playing, and just now with a Warhammer twist. And so, it definitely, checks the nostalgia boxes. Gameplay, absolutely intense, just absolutely killer and fun. And then going into Forges of Corruption, it just continues that on. Now, what really makes Forges of Corruption stand out from the core game is not just the story and the stages themselves being different, but the way you actually engage with some of the secrets is also different, because now some of the secrets, the only way to open them up is by shooting buttons throughout the map in order to trigger them. And you didn't have to do that before. But overall, I absolutely loved playing this game. Start to finish, just absolutely fantastic. I sincerely hope they come out with additional chapters, additional storylines to continue on playing in this version of the 40K universe. And that way you can continue to enjoy the gameplay, enjoy the just absolute chaos of it all. Pun intended, honestly. I mean, in no other game that I can think of can you run and gun like this. And see, here I am double checking the cheats and trying to remember where the option is, which is under accessibility. But when playing it, I'm not familiar with any other games that are this high octane, with featuring so many of the different types of chaos demons and 40k enemy types, and just bringing it all together in such a fantastic package. I mean, this team absolutely just killed it. And again, I sincerely hope that they continue to come out with more DLC, more chapters, and things like that. But check back tomorrow, because we will also have our coverage on the new Horde mode that was also added through an update, which I wasn't even aware of until I started playing this. So stay tuned for my thoughts on that as well. But go ahead and keep watching the rest of the footage. I mean, just the absolute mayhem and bloodbath. And I had such a blast doing this, and honestly looking forward to another playthrough. Just so I can see if I can actually make it to the end and survive on Exterminatus without the cheats. Based on my skill alone, I'm going to say chances are slim to none that that's going to happen. But definitely be a hell of a story if I can do it.